It is now 2:56. I'm having to record this for the second time because the first time my phone only recorded the first 17 seconds of the video. Today I'm going to talk to you a little about regrets. I've been asking many people, you know how when sometimes if someone dies and you think to yourself, oh, no way, I should have told that person I'm sorry, or you should have asked them for forgiveness, or if you should have forgive them. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That right there is what I call regrets. You know this year that my life hasn't been too bad, but I've had some friends and some of my family die. I knew some of those people were getting ready to die, so I knew I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to tell them I was sorry or ask them for forgiveness. And when they did die, I never felt any regret because I did that. Are any of you in that kind of same situation? I want you to get out a piece of paper and write down that if someone were to die, would you have any regrets for that? Go ahead and take this time to write that down on a piece of paper. I think that asking for forgiveness or telling someone that you love them, that's something that you should do. Or maybe that you thought that you should have worked less, or maybe you should have worked more. You should have given more money to people, or you should have spent some time volunteering. Those are what I mean by having, those types of things are examples of what I mean by having regrets. I've seen many times people have heartbreak because they never told someone I love them. Well, my husband and I, we both go to church, and my husband, in fact, is actually a pastor. So I've seen a lot of people die before. In different family situations are different. Sometimes when we see a funeral, people will be happy, but they're sad at the same time. They'll be happy because they actually feel at peace with themselves, because they did tell a person that they were sorry and that they didn't feel any regrets anymore. They told that person before they died, so they felt better about it. But in other situations with families, sometimes people will feel super sad and they'll cry. They never told that person before they died that they love them. They never asked them for forgiveness. They never did those types of things. And then the family would argue. And someone will just be stubborn. They'll just say, I will never tell that person I love them. No. Well, I know it can be really hard. Trust me, I get it. I know it's hard to go up to someone and just say you're sorry. But you don't need to say it was my fault, or you don't need to blame it on someone else. That part doesn't matter. What's important is being the big person. Just go up to that person and say, I am so sorry. Please just forgive me. That is a very important part. You know, people die every day. You never know when someone's going to die. It could just happen. And this semester, this year as well, my brother-in-law died, my really good friend died, my mom, my sister, and my dog. I had 5 people die. But my sister, I knew she was going to die. So I decided to take that time and share my feelings with her, that I loved her and to forgive me for things. And when my mom died, she had a stroke and her health was declining. And I shared stories with her and told her I loved her as well. But when my brother-in-law died, we didn't know it was happening. So my sister felt kind of guilty about it. She didn't get to express any feelings to him. So remember, you don't always know when someone's going to die. But when my friend died, I was lucky because on that Monday, I went to go visit her, and I was telling her that I loved her, and I had stories with her. And so later that day, she died. And I didn't know it was coming up, but I just couldn't believe it happened that day. And you gotta remember that when you're telling those people about your regrets, it's for you. It's so you can feel better. And it's so when you're telling these people things, you don't feel heartbreak later in life. You know what I mean? If you tell them and share your things, you don't want to postpone anything. You want it to happen right now. Don't put it off. Maybe in 1 year, maybe you're just looking back at your life and you gotta ask like, am I sorry for anything? Like, maybe you wish you went to school, but you kept just putting it off. Or let's just say, maybe you want a good job, but you kept postponing that off too. And you have a job that you have, but you don't really like it. And you do go to school, but you're not getting good grades, and you keep just putting that off. No, you need to drop it. You need to find something that makes you happy now. It's very important for yourself. You need to find something that makes you happy and other people happy. But you gotta remember, you can't be rude or mean about anything. You need to be nice and friendly, no matter what you do. And let's just say maybe your parents or your immediate family or any of your friends, and they all tell you, I love you. Ask them for forgiveness if something goes wrong. Show that you are kind. But it's important for you to know my motto. My motto is, you never know when it could be someone's last day. Maybe tomorrow something bad could happen. You just don't know. Every day, you need to live your life friendly and nice. And you just need to remember those things because it is very important.